Are you ready? It's time!
Sleeman Breweries, in association with the Western Ontario Super Hockey League, presents the Western Ontario Super Hockey League podcast. Here's the host of the program, Andrew Rogers.
Yes, sir. I love that tune. It's so good. That is of course Mariposa by Paper Shaker playing our intro once again this week. It's great for them to do that, and we really appreciate it. Also, big ups to Jessica Rogers for that very kind introduction. It's very sweet of her to do that, and big ups to her for introducing me and getting this show underway. Andrew Rogers, the host of the Western Ontario Super Hockey League podcast. This is episode number 19. Welcome. We're in the Sleeman Brewery studio, aka my kitchen, and we're here for another episode. This one is going to be a lot. It's a lot like last week's. We're getting amped up for the beginning of the season. 21 days to go before the season start. We are gearing up to go. It's a very exciting time right now in the Western Ontario Super Hockey League. Like I say, 21 days to go. Today on the podcast, we have a special look actually at the Stratford Fighting Irish. They were on the ice for the first time this past Wednesday, and I went down and got some video footage of that, and there'll be a complete little sneak peek of that at the end of the podcast, or towards the end of the podcast. We'll get to that in a minute. First, though, I want to go over a lot of the same things that we went through last week, just to give you guys kind of an idea. A lot of things going on, obviously, with teams in their training camps and getting guys signed. And there's lots of news and everything coming on right now. First of all, guys, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, you're missing out. Trust me. There's so much information on the website and on the social media accounts. The website is www.woshl.com. And obviously, you have all of your social media sites for all of the for the league, and for we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So make sure to check those guys. Their links are right here for you, so you can check that out. Go to the website. The complete schedule is up on that. Let's get into that first. So the important dates you need to know about the schedule. The schedule is released on the website. You can check that out, print it off, whatever you want to do. Before actually we get into the important dates, first thing need to know is there's going to be 3 exhibition games happening prior to the beginning of the season, and they take place. There's 2 games starting. It's a doubleheader exhibition on the 19th. That's a Sunday in Stratford at the William Allen Memorial Arena. That'll take place on, like I said, on the 19th. The first game will be between the Laura Rocks and the Tillsonburg Thunder. That'll be at 1 o'clock. And then following that at 4 o'clock or so, we'll have the Alvinston Killer Bees and the Stratford Fighting Irish in game 2 of the doubleheader. The way this is going to work, guys, is if you want to come and you want to attend the game, it's going to cost $5, and that's going to get you admission to both games. So we'll get into the vaccination policy, guys, in a second. I read that last week, and I'll read it again in a moment. But yes, and then the third exhibition game will be between the Tillsonburg Thunder and the Strathroy Jets. That one will take place in Strathroy Jets. That'll take place in Strathroy, and that'll go. I believe it's on the 24th. Yeah, September the 24th, 7:30 at the West Middlesex Memorial Center in Strathroy, between the Jets and the Tillsonburg Thunder. Moving on to your important dates, guys, of the regular season schedule that's been released. Each team will play 24 games, 12 on the road, 12 at home, 6 games head to head against each opponent. Some important dates: opening night doubleheader, Saturday, October the 2nd. You have Tillsonburg at Stratford. That goes at 4:30, and then you have Elora at Alvinston at 8 o'clock. Opening night doubleheader. Presented by Sleeman. It's going to be amazing. Every game, guys, this year is going to be broadcast on Hockey TV, Hockey Tech. So that's very exciting stuff, guys. So make sure to check out for that and keep up to date with the details on that, as we'll have more as we get there. The home openers for each team, guys. Stratford will open October 2nd at home. Though that's when their home opener will be. It'll be against the Tillsonburg Thunder. You have the Alvinston Killer Bees. Their home opener is their first game of the season, Saturday, October the 2nd at 8 o'clock against the Elora Rocks. For Elora, their home opener will be Friday, October the 15th. That'll take place that'll take place in Elora, excuse me. It'll be on a Friday, like I say, and it'll go against the Stratford Fighting Irish. The Strathroy Jets, they play their first home game Friday, October the 8th. Their opponent, the Tillsonburg Thunder. And then speaking of the Thunder, their first home game won't come until Sunday, November the 7th. They'll play the Stratford Fighting Irish in their home opener. The first 6 are on the road. So we'll see out of a 24-game schedule when you play the first 6 games on the road, and you got to start strong there, or else who knows what it could mean to the integrity of the season when you start that many games on the road. But it should be interesting anyways. They're going to be a good team, the Tillsonburg Thunder. The Christmas break, that's an important one. The WOSHL will take a break from December the 19th to January the 7th. That'll be when games resume on the 7th of January 2022. The last day of the regular season, guys, will be on Saturday, February the 12th. It'll be a doubleheader that day. Strathroy at Tillsonburg at 7:30, and then Elora at Alvinston at 6:30. That'll be the last day of the regular season. Playoffs will then begin Friday, February the 18th. It'll be a best of 3. The 4 seed and the 5 seed, with the winner getting the 4 seed. Semifinal matchup will then be number 1 versus number 4, and 2 will be play number 3 in a best of 7 semifinal matchup, and then the final will be the winner of those 2 matchups in a best of 7. So and then just a quick note here on the arenas that the teams will be played out of. Otherwise, unless they announce otherwise, this will be where they'll play the bulk of their home games. Alvinston will play at the Brook Alvinston Inwood Community Center Complex in Alvinston. Elora at the Elora and District Community Center. Strathroy at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. Stratford at the William Allman Memorial Arena. And then Tillsonburg at the Tillsonburg Community Center. Guys, since we've gotten into the arenas and stuff, and obviously the attendance is a big issue with COVID and everything else, we'll get into the vaccination policy that we'll do next. So as it's laid out, guys, this is a very, very important. The Western Ontario Super Hockey League will require all of its members to be double vaccinated against COVID-19 prior to the beginning of the 2021-2022 season, which will be on October 2nd, 2021. The policy applies to all players, coaches, trainers, team and league officials, volunteers, and anyone attending a WOSHL sanctioned event. The WOSHL appreciates your cooperation and understanding. Guys, it's simple. You want to come to a game, got to show proof of double vaccination. We don't like to have to ask it, but that's what's going to be expected of you. So don't make a stink if you come and you're not prepared. You already know that's what we're going to be doing. So sorry about your luck. I've already gotten one of my shots. I got the Pfizer that I have to wait 21 days from that one. That's why I chose it, because it was a shorter wait time. Being up against the deadline, it just was kind of a no-brainer. And obviously, from all the work that I've done up to this point with this league, I didn't want to miss out on it just because I didn't get a couple of vaccination shots. So I made the decision. It's my decision that they made for me. If you, however you want to spin it, it's done, and we move on. Like I say, guys, episode number 19, Western Ontario Super Hockey League podcast. I am Andrew Rogers, your host. It's great to be back with you guys as always. I appreciate every one of you guys that watch. It's unbelievable, and I do very much appreciate it. Actually, this is kind of neat. Well, I'm going to give you guys some information now. We have a couple contests that we've been doing. One of them is predict the standings. So basically how this works is the job here is I'll put up the graphic and you can see for yourself there. It's basically pretty simple. You submit your entries for how you feel that the standings are going to shake down. Pick the winner. Obviously, the idea is pick who you think is going to finish first overall amongst the 5 teams. And obviously, depending on the entries and the amount of them we get, there could be multiple entries that have the same number 1 seed as the pick. That is why we ask that you fill out the entire bracket as you see that it's going, as you think it is going to end. And standing accuracy will then be put into determination. If it happens that we have multiples at the end of the day, we'll take everyone who is most correct, and we'll place them in a draw, and whoever comes out the winner of that draw will be the winner of the contest. That's pretty much how it works. The other contest that we're doing, the Stratford Fighting Irish is doing a contest where they are doing a contest that says to predict amongst the roster that's been released so far. There will be changes. Obviously, you'll have to monitor that. So if you wish to wait until the full roster is, concrete, that's fine. But the contest basically states that they want you to predict the person who's going to score the first goal in Stratford Fighting Irish history and when it's going to take place. So very cool contest. And graphics up, guys. You can see for yourself the details and get involved in that because it's so cool. We're going to be doing contests like that all throughout the season. So very, very cool stuff there from both the Western Ontario Super Hockey League, the league, and the Stratford Fighting Irish. It's very cool, guys. It's awesome. Speaking of the Fighting Irish, guys, so I went down there this past Wednesday for their first skate. And much like the Allura Rocks practice last week, it was very up-tempo, very, very solid. A lot of guys looked in mid-season form already, which is scary to think because a lot of them have been on the ice in a really long time. So it was definitely a lot of fun. These guys are a great group. And you know what? That's the other thing that I've noticed in the two practices that I've gone down to. Unbelievable people in this league. And you know what? We're in for a lot of fun if these guys are half as classy as they are now, because it was a phenomenal experience for me to go down to the Almond to take in the first skate for the Irish. So yeah, a little video clip of that, and enjoy.
Yeah, he's making me, he's like, this was like 3 weeks after
Hayden, how long has it been since you've been on the ice, pal?
A year.
A year?
A year. I went on a couple times.
How'd that first shift feel?
Better than expected.
What are your expectations for the Irish this year, pal?
No expectations. We're just gonna take it day by day here, have some fun, play some hockey.
Right on, right on.
Yeah.
And you think you got a good core of guys here?
Yeah. Did a good job bringing guys in, and I believe we have a really good core, really good character group.
Right on, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Nice rip. Graham, how long has it been since you've been on the ice?
Well, last week with us.
I mean, last time you played competitively.
Over a year.
Over a year? How's those first few shifts feel?
Last week definitely helped, but still pretty rusty.
Yeah? Yeah. And what are your expectations for this year?
I think we're just going to go out and have fun and compete and see how we can do. It's a new league, so there's not really much to be known.
Right. How long has it been since you've been on the ice competitively?
Oh, a couple of years.
Couple years.
Does it show?
And how's it feel for first little bit of practice here?
Feels good. Yeah, just getting the legs back going here, and I don't know. Got to mix in a couple salads though, for sure. Feel a little tired.
And what are the expectations for the team this year?
High intensity, high compete. You know, we'll be tough to play against, and I know teams don't want to come in this barn, so we'll make it tough on them for sure.
Right on, man. Thanks.
Wait till you shoot, goalie shoot it away. Come down, and you go 2v2 guys, then you go 1 guys. 3-2-1, 3-2-1. Losers will do 1 lap, we'll do a 2 out of 3. Any questions on that? So you come out the outdoors, and then these ones, 3, 2, 1, 7 pucks on
How long has it been since you've been on the ice competitively?
I would say since actual junior. My last game of junior against Mount Forest, which was I think a year and a half ago now.
Okay, and how does it feel to be back on the ice?
Feels good. Just a little bit tired. Need to get the legs going.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And how pumped are you to be a part of the Irish for this first inaugural Western Ontario Super Hockey League season?
I'm super excited. There's a great bunch of guys here. I think we're going to have a good competitive team, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Right on, and you're looking forward to that exhibition game against Alvinston.
Yeah, it should be fun just to get back on the ice, play some games, and get to meet the boys more. And yeah, that's fun.
Right on. Well, good luck this season.
Thank you.
You been on the ice, pal?
It's been about 2 solid years since my last main camp.
Yeah.
I'm on the ice with a couple scrimmages here and there, but
Right.
this pace is a little fast for me right now. We got to slow it down.
How's it feel to get out there and back out there and going?
It's good. Good to be back at the Almond.
Yeah.
Haven't been at the Almond in a long time,
Right.
but I love this place. Good to be back out skating there.
Yeah. And you looking forward to that first exhibition game?
Yeah, next weekend I think we got another one.
Right
It's
on.
good to be back in competitive hockey again.
Right on, man.
Go Irish on 3! 1, 2, 3!
Welcome back, guys. Thank you very much for watching that. Obviously, very, very cool stuff from the Stratford Fighting Irish. They look jacked and ready to go, and why wouldn't they? But yeah, guys, next thing you need to know, next date you need to know, we're going to come back with another podcast next week. We'll have more details on that as we go along here. And hopefully we'll have a guest lined up at that point. But I know I want to get Jamie Petrie on here. I was trying to get him on this week, but our schedules didn't clash for that. So I do apologize in advance. I do apologize for that. But we will get him on and have him come on and speak. It's going to be an unbelievable league, guys. We start in 21 days. It's going to be an unbelievable start. Like I say, the opening night doubleheader, October the 2nd. You have the Tillsonburg Thunder at the Stratford Fighting Irish. That goes at 4:30 in Stratford. And then the second game of that is, let me see here, just so I know. We have the Laura Rocks. They're in Alvinston to play the Killer Bees, and that goes at 8 o'clock. It's going to be an unbelievable opening night. There's going to be a lot of excitement throughout this league, guaranteed. But yes, I want to thank you guys for watching once again. Andrew Rogers, the host of the Western Ontario Super Hockey League podcast. Thank you very much again for watching and very much for tuning in. I want to thank Paper Shaker for Mariposa, and I want to thank Jessica Rogers for the intro and off the hop. I want to also thank the players that took part in the interviews today for the Stratford Fighting Irish. Mitch Casey, Graham Brulot, Hayden Bromhead, Lucan Van Pelt, and Maverick Petrie. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. We'll be back again next week with a brand new episode of the Western Ontario Super Hockey League podcast. Take care and enjoy your weekend.